Full-time, full-time. You're listening to Full-Time Daughter. It's a full-time job at this point.
Welcome back to another episode of Full-Time Daughter with
Isa
and Cailyn.
Another week, another episode. And we're really excited for today's episode because I think last week we were reflecting a little bit about what we wanted to cover in this season. And I thought we would just like jump straight into it because I think the events that have happened to us in the recent days have really brought up this conversation between Cailyn and myself. Like, we have been discussing insecurity and like body image and all that stuff, and I think we've wanted to discuss this for so many seasons now, and it finally feels like a really good moment because it's just something that's so prevalent.
Like literally every day we talk about this, and it's just such a common theme in the conversations that we have, but we've always wanted to bring it to the podcast in a way that we can like talk about it, debunk some stuff, but also talk about our feelings regarding so many things that we feel and try to make sense. Of, like, why are we feeling this way all the time?
Yes. I'm excited for this. I'm also like very like, this is such a vulnerable little thing.
I know,
because
it's so exposed.
It's really exposing, and but it's also really beautiful and nice because I think it'll show you that we're all so similar and we all have insecurities and things that we feel a little bit like off about ourselves. And then I think that it's really cool that we're gonna like discuss those with you and also talk about like what we've learned from it, because this has just been like a conversation that we've been having and we wanted to bring it onto the podcast. So I think we just like we'll get right into it.
We're all so human. It's bound to happen that we're all gonna feel one way about ourselves.
Yes, I agree. All right, for a little bit of context, last weekend Cailyn and I went to the beach and it was so nice. I mean, if you saw our TikTok, it was such a beautiful day.
So refreshing.
Yes, it was amazing. And that day, like, you could not ruin that day for me if you even tried to.
It really truly was perfect.
It was a perfect day. And the next morning I wake up and my sister sends me a video that she took of me. And when she took it, I had no like thought in my head that like you can perceive my body. Like, it didn't pass my mind, but then when I saw it in the morning, I was like, whoa, like that's how I look from another person's point of view. And I immediately felt sad and insecure because I just immediately started hyper fixating on things that aren't even bad necessarily, like bad.
It's literally the most beautiful video I've ever seen. Like, she sends me this video the next day and she's like, I'm spiraling, like what's going on? I hate this. And I was like, that's crazy that you feel that way, because not a single one of those thoughts that you were telling me about how you felt about yourself did that ever cross my mind. Yeah,
like I just was hyper fixating on my body, and body image is so, it's like constantly in the back of my head. You know what I mean? How I'm perceived, how I perceive myself. And obviously we're in this age of like constant comparison to others, especially since everyone has social media, and I feel like I'm always like seeing myself, like if you guys have ever listened to the song Pretty Isn't Pretty by Olivia Rodrigo, like that's how I feel, to sum it all up. So I saw that video of myself and I was just like, damn, like I don't like how I look necessarily. And that's really hard for me because I don't think of myself as a very insecure person. Like I don't like to like pick at things that I'm like, okay, whatever, I can't really change that about me. Like that's just who I am. That's how I look. Whatever, what can you do? But that was something that I was so triggered by because I thought I looked so pretty and like the scenery was so beautiful. But I then looked at my body and I was like, no, like actually, like I hate this. And I wanted to share it on social media because the first thing I thought of when I saw that video wasn't my body. It was, oh my God, this is the kind of video that you see like your future kids being like, oh my God, mom was so cute in her 20s. You know what I mean? That was my first thought, and I was like, oh my God, it looks kind of like retro. Like it kind of looks like in
the moment. It's very much like you can see the happiness on your face.
I think it captured the perfection of like the day. And then immediately I switched and saw my imperfections, air quotes, right?
Quotes, like big air quotes on this.
Yes, I know.
I literally would have never thought a single one of these thoughts that you were projecting.
I immediately texted Cailyn, spiraling, sobbing, crying. I was like, oh, like, should I post this? I was so unsure. And I was just really like insecure. and I had went back and forth. I ended up literally sobbing on my couch because I just thought like, no, if I post this on social media, people are going to be so cruel and so judgmental. And you know, like, I don't know if it's called like evil eye or something, but like there's like this thing where it's like
If
when
someone
you're
wishes something bad onto someone
like
else.
you're like,
or they see happiness
positive,
onto someone
you see
else.
happiness and you see positivity, and there will be people that literally wish like the opposite for you and negative for you. So I was really just scared of that, and I was just like, ugh, I don't know how I feel about showing my body on social media because it's just like so weird, even to like my followers or whatnot. I just think it's so
I feel the same
not
way. It's
me.
just because at the same time you're posting something that is so kind of not exposing,
a little
necessarily, but
revealing.
it's a little revealing, and it's like personal to you. You're
Yeah.
like, not many people see this very often.
Yeah.
So it feels a little uncomfortable.
Of course.
But on the same token, I also think about if people were to really say mean things to you on the internet, like these people that you're literally thinking are going to say something bad about you, even if that were to come true, like let's say people were actually ruthless on the internet and were saying bad things, and like maybe there are a few here and there.
Yeah.
That's such a like them issue.
Correct.
It says so much about them and something that they're going through rather than this feeling that you're feeling like, oh my God, this person is pointing out the fact that I feel not good in my body and like I don't look confident, or like, oh, she has this and that and the other. But that just shows that I think they're the ones that are insecure about this trait that they've seen in someone else, that they're like, oh, I'm just going to tear them down so they go to sleep thinking that, you know, the same thoughts that I've had about myself.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel good about myself that I need to project it onto someone else.
Yeah, I
better.
think 100%. I completely agree with that. I just felt like after I was done sobbing, I was looking for advice anywhere. I was like, okay, why do I feel this way? What's going on? Because I genuinely don't like to talk like poorly to myself.
You can't.
I don't like telling myself I'm so ugly. I don't like saying I hate that. I love saying, like, I was literally at the beach and maybe I felt like a walrus just because I feel so exposed at the beach. Like, that's the only thing. I feel like a seal, like on the shore tanning, whatever.
It's so exposing.
Like, it's exposed, it's revealing,
like
whatever.
You're outside tanning and you're like barely wearing anything, and it's like,
I was just like, I feel like a seal, I feel like a walrus just like on the shore right now. But then I kept saying like my body is tea. Like, did I not? I kept saying like my body is tea because it's all a mental game. So
and you literally have to like rewire your mind to think.
It's your affirmations.
It's affirmations.
It's all psychological.
Once your mind starts thinking something negative, you have to fully divert it back into the lane of thinking positively.
Correct.
Even if you're faking it.
Yeah.
Like, if you really truly hate something about your appearance and you keep drilling this thought into your head about, I hate this so much. Like,
what's it gonna do?
Nothing is going to, like, nothing productive is
I
occurring
agree.
from that. Rather than if you notice in the moment, like, that's so unproductive, we're wiping it to the side. If I have to literally lie to myself to get myself to believe that I'm the sexiest human being in this moment, I love this video of me, I feel so confident, like, fake it, girl. Fake it. Your body is tea.
I know.
Like, it is. That's not even like a lie.
Thank you. So I went onto TikTok and I was like looking for advice, and what I got from it was this: bodies are bodies, real bodies, whatever. We're so used to the social media, like the perfect, like model-esque body, and like those are models. I do not have the same regimen or routine like that these people have, but it's also like everyone's body is different. And why are we passing judgment on people's physique, on people's, like, I think that's so odd. And so I'm like, why am I passing judgment onto myself? Like, that's so weird that I'm hyper fixating on things like that. And I'm kind of like projecting like my fears, like that people would think onto myself, because I genuinely don't even think that's ugly, like an ugly part of myself. I think it's just like projecting.
You put yourself in their position and you're thinking, what do you think that they're going to think about this?
Yeah.
And you're placing negative judgments onto yourself.
But then I also just started thinking about how like this, I don't know if anyone else does this, but I was thinking about how like artists and sculptors would literally like depict women's bodies, and they were all so different, and they came in so many different shapes and sizes, and I was like, exactly,
because there's never one exact type of body that is supposed to be right
and perfect,
and these standards that people place upon them of like,
that's
this is the ideal, that is also something that is like someone specific's ideal, which could be so very different from somebody else's who thinks, oh, I appreciate this, or I appreciate, like, everybody is beautiful and different. Like, I will never understand when people try to like poke something out about someone that has like literally nothing to even do with.
I genuinely think it's just like the societal like standards and like what we're exposed like to seeing on social media, like just needing to be beautiful and perfect and like a certain way, and like aesthetics matter so much that I don't know, you're just like so in your head.
Aesthetics matter so much to the point where it's made social media not enjoyable anymore, because whenever you even think you want to post something that you're like, wow, I feel cute in this, or I think I look so happy, the more you look at it, you start hyperfixating on little things, and you're like, wait, like this pimple showing in this photo, I have to like blur it out, or oh my god, like I am not, this hair is sticking, like why, who is looking at these things that you're pointing out and is like, wow,
we like have to like, be perfect,
like she's on a beach wearing like naturally, like this is how she looks, her skin is literally in the sun, like I would never think that. But it's made it to the point where like you can't even post on social media anymore without projecting these ideas that other people might be thinking, and it's like, can't we just post for the hell of it? Like, you were happy, you had the best day, you were reminded of this moment when you were taking this video of, and then like why not post it? Why not share it with people? And then whoever wants to make judgments is making judgments, but it has nothing to do with
you. So if you follow me on Instagram, you saw the video, and I ended up posting it because I remember after talking to my sister and after talking to Cailyn, I was like, my original thought was how I loved that video. It just captured like the essence of that whole day, and like how beautiful it was. And I feel like you could see that like on my face and just like the scenery. So I ended up going through with it, and
thank God.
Thank God.
Like thank God, because
thank God, you're welcome.
You're welcome, actually. Like actually, you're welcome for talking her into this.
Yeah, and the thing I learned most about that situation, not only that like every body is like its own thing, and first and foremost, I have never seen someone's body and like judge them, so I'm like, why would they look at mine and judge me? Like, and it's never anyone's place to point stuff out. That's another thing. It's like the only person's opinion that matters is your own. But the thing I learned the most, and I'll just like wrap it up with this, is that insecurity, I think, comes from a place of like a lack of confidence. So in that moment, I just didn't have confidence in like my body and my appearance and whatnot, but I was like, wait, no, like I look so good, what are you talking about? Like,
you were literally falling into a spiral until people had to like pull you out of this spiral and be like, listen, all those judgments or all those thoughts that are passing through your mind are literally just drifting thoughts. Like, you have the power to change your response to this thought that you're having.
And it was also like, I'm glad that I talked to you, and I'm glad that I talked to my sister, but I was also glad to hear from like strangers and like to see them just so confident like on the beach, and like, who cares? Like, literally, who cares? Everyone is so different. And it was almost like a wake-up call that I'm like, okay, it's just a lack of confidence, and like I don't ever want to be that person that isn't confident in themselves and who they are, and I'm not about to let my fear of being judged stop me from doing things that I want. Like, that's it having power over me. So I ended up posting it, and I was really glad because it was cute, and I just want to continue being that way. And it's like, I don't care how I appear to other people. It's like, this is who I am, literally, who cares?
I love that.
Thank you.
I love that.
By the way, can I just say your skin looks beautiful, like seamless, like you're glowing, but also like literally like, where are your pores? Nowhere. I don't see a single dot on your face. I don't see any. Like, you're literally giving like smooth. Like, you're literally giving smooth. Your nose is giving smooth.
Thanks.
Pores where? Beautiful. Despite being like really exposed at the beach, I actually felt so happy and confident that I wasn't insecure actually being at the beach. And I know I mentioned this earlier, but like a few years ago, I was so insecure about being just like, I don't know, like in a bikini or anything like that, because every single time I was ever in one, I was always like so aware, but also like, ew, why are people looking at me right now? It's so gross. Like, we're just trying to enjoy being at the beach, you know what I mean? And I think that stems from just having an insecurity about like my boobs and like my body shape. Like, can we talk about it? Like, are we all mature here? Can Isa talk about her boobs for a second?
This is a safe space.
I always was like so self-conscious about my boobs because I was like made to feel that way. That's something that I will say that like a lot of people like just had so much commentary on growing up. I'm gonna say this with a full chest. fuck you if you ever commented or made me feel uncomfortable because of my body. I hate every single one of you. Anyway,
that's so foul. No, I can't get behind anyone ever making comments about someone and making them feel bad purposely about something.
Feel bad and feel uncomfortable. Like so many people when I was growing up made me feel so uncomfortable, like even being in their presence because of how they talked about my body. Like especially, well, there were girls too, but like especially boys, like they were so inappropriate and so disgusting about like how they would speak about me. And I wish I could like fully get into it, but just know that it was something that like really to this day triggers me whenever anyone comments about my body. Like guys, even now, and like they're interested in me, I'm like, if you talk about my body as the first thing, immediately you're blocked, because I just have such a like trauma response to that. I'm not even fronting with you.
It's obviously it has affected you since then, because it's
of course
constantly playing in the back of your mind about this one thing.
And then
people,
you know, for the longest time, I feel like anyone that has like big boobs or anything, like just has like a larger body, any body part, has been like slut shamed before. And I feel like I was slut shamed for so many years, and I was just made to feel like I was inappropriate for having a body. You know what I mean? And like in anything I wore, it was like you're being revealing or you're being slutty, whatever. And I just hated that. Like it was the worst, most detrimental thing to my mental health and to my confidence. I hated it. So obviously you guys can understand, like growing up, that affected me, the way I dressed, the way that I like was scared of boys, and I was scared of, like, I compared myself so much to other girls. I wanted literally little boobs, like I'm talking A cups, like take my boobs out, looking for that reduction, all that stuff. And it was just always someone's commentary. And so now, and I just wanted to say now, guys, I'm at a place where sorry, this is pissing me oh, it's New York, man. All of that to say, and I really wish that I could fully get into like how it's affected me, because I feel like there's so many people out there who have been made uncomfortable like by other people's comments on their body, and like inappropriate comments, or just like sexualizing or objectifying you. I grew up with all that commentary around me, and I'm like here, like I'm literally like, oh, you guys don't understand, like I get it. But I'm at a point in my life where I genuinely love my body. Like I don't even care. I have so many goals. Like if you know me, if you're my friend and you're listening, you know that I want like BBL allegations. Like I want you guys to be like, dude, did she get a BBL because her ass is so fat? No, I will never get a BBL. So like, I'll never get a BBL, but I'm working towards that goal, right? Same with like, I just want to look like a superhero. Like I literally want to have that superhero build. But I'm at a place where I genuinely love my body. I don't think I'm insecure about my boobs. Can they be an inconvenience sometimes because they're a lot? Sure. But I don't regard them the same way I used to. Yeah. And I think it's because this might sound cheesy to some people, but I genuinely think I like took the power back from like letting people have commentary over my body to just like me. Like my thing is like, and I told you this, I was like, I used to be so scared, like, and why do we think about guys so much? Like who cares, Isa, you know? Literally. But like before, I used to care so much about like, oh my god, like what if it's like ugly and like I don't have like little boobs, like guys only like little boobs, like they're all like boobs, girl. Like they want no boobs, like, big ass, and I'm literally the opposite. And then now I was literally telling Cailyn that I was like, if a guy literally like doesn't like me for that or anything like that, I'm like, just say you can't handle it and that's literally, it. Like say you can't handle all this and so that's true. So it's like, it's just different. Like the commentary is so different. Like the things I go through in my head are so different now, and I honestly don't care. If anything, I like them. Yeah, I'm like, period. I'm just the right person. The right person will never care about what your body looks like, and they're never going to perceive it in this way that you're perceiving it, of like, oh, is this too much for someone? I bring it up because I just had so much like insecurity because of how like guys used to speak to me. So it was always such a concern that like men now that I interact with would only either perceive me for my body and like objectify me, or the opposite, be like rejecting me because of it. That's but now I don't man. They're not even men at that point. They're literally boys. Because disgusting. To have that even frame of mind, I know, when you're a full grown man. But now it's more about me. Like it's so me. Like I do not care. my body is not for you to comment on.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like something that I'm so like, I just love it.
It's empowering now.
It's so empowering.
Yeah.
Like, I literally love it. Like,
take
again,
that power back, and you have to tell yourself these things of like, actually, I'm so comfortable in my body.
I am.
Like,
I truly am. The only person's opinion that matters is your own.
Yeah.
And love yourself no matter what. And it's okay to have goals and to want to change. Like,
of course.
we always want to be changing and growing, but at the end of the day, love who you are now. And I don't know.
It's
that's
literally the body that you are living in, and it's taking you through life.
Exactly.
So you have to come to terms with appreciating it.
Exactly. So like, I've dealt with my own issues of body image, but I'm at this point where I'm like, I'm not seeing it as like a negative thing. I'm seeing it as like, yeah, I have goals and I'm going to work towards them, but I'm also going to love where I'm at right now and appreciate where I'm at right now.
I have a similar kind of way of viewing my body where ever since I was like little, I've always just been thin, and I have always seen myself as like a stick.
Yeah.
And I have like no build. I don't really have like a frame where it's like, oh, she's, all of that is her, you know?
Cailyn's like a very petite.
I'm very petite and
individual.
Like
yes.
small. I'm literally tiny. I literally like had a nickname growing up from one of my teachers who used to call me 11 because my legs are like 2 sticks, which has always been a joke, and I actually love that nickname because to me it's like funny. I never saw it as like a, oh, she's calling me out because I literally like there's something wrong with me. I never viewed it as that, and I knew it came from like a place of love, and she was like an important figure in my life. So it was, but I've always taken comments like that about my body, or like people just calling you flaquita, or like they're like, you need to eat more, you need to like have a burger. That pisses me off.
That pisses me off. Cailyn, you know that like if I ever hear that,
like
I'm like fighting someone. I think
pisses me off.
No, that's so rude.
Because I just don't think anyone should be like making assumptions about people's bodies when they have no idea what this person has gone through. I like, this takes me also to so many celebrities who are very in the public eye. The Wicked premieres,
I was gonna say Ariana
and Cynthia both. We're getting so many of these like comments from people that they literally never asked for. They're wearing cute dresses that are like, they go down and they show your chest and they show your arms, and people were pointing out how thin they look. You don't even know like how that is affecting the person, because maybe they never even thought that to begin with. They've never had this view of themselves, and now that the public is like bringing it and like seeing their bodies in this like negative way, or that they're not taking care of it, they're unhealthy, and I'm like, that is so triggering. I think it's so triggering to the person, because now you're putting thoughts in their head and thinking that they need to change something about their body to please other people. And I just it pisses me off.
Yeah, as you get older, your body changes slightly, and
literally
I'm like,
are maturing and you're growing into your body, and it's just like
things. It's so bold for people to assume things.
I've always felt that sort of like, whenever I see people projecting those comments onto even celebrities, it's causes triggering me. Yeah, it's like triggering to me, because then I start thinking about, I'm like, wait, they think they're thin and they're not eating enough or something, that now I'm thinking that there's something wrong with my body, when I've always just been like this. This is just like my body. So I just naturally look like this, and I think it makes me feel a little less womanly, or when I see my figure and I'm just like, oh, I have like no assets to be providing. I'm like, today I offer you,
see, I understand this,
my natural self. Like, today I offer you nothing. Like, I don't really have like much for you to work with. I don't like to compare my body to other people's. My body is the way it is. Everybody's body's different.
It's like, no matter what you do, you can't win.
Yeah, there's always going to be something. Like, someone's going to have something to say about it. Whether you're too much or you're not enough, or like, there's always something that women are.
It's so tiring. It's exhausting, and I'm like, whatever.
There's a standard that people expect, and it's so ridiculous. Same thing goes for like physical appearance, like besides body, but like face and all this stuff with like, all this stuff with people just like on TV shows, and like thinking that they have to get so much work done to appear a certain way, because
they get told they have to get like work done. It makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. I also feel that way about, well, two points that you brought up. The like face, I feel that way too, and it's so weird, because I feel like people that are older than us now just like grew up so like naturally, like they kind of
like so
aged
quick.
Whatever, and like later on in their life if you want to get like Botox and whatnot. And now it's so like, it's such a norm to get like preventative Botox, to get like lip filler, to get stuff. Get whatever you want to get. You know what I mean?
We are proponents of literally doing whatever.
Literally do whatever you want. Why would I ever talk shit about that if I'm gonna do it?
If you're gonna feel better about yourself,
you better be doing it.
Stunt.
We are like in full support of doing whatever the hell you want to do if it's for you. We were having this discussion that's like, I could never go on Love Island because I don't look like these girls at all. Like I don't compete. Like my face is not symmetrical like that. My lips are not big like that. I have smile lines and nose crinkle lines, and
there's so many things that we're just like, there's no way we could ever.
I feel like if you are different, like if you have different features, whether that's like, I don't know, whatever you want it to be, okay, I feel like it'll get like almost picked on, especially if you're on social media, if you're on TV, if you're somewhere. Like I feel like no matter how you look or what you do, like we said, it's never gonna be good enough.
I also think when I'm like seeing it in men, I don't get the same, or at least like I think other people are thinking, they're like, they appreciate seeing it in men, like these features that they think are different or unique.
Like what?
Like noses.
Oh, I love noses.
I have such, like, my biggest insecurity is my nose, and I just like refuse to take certain pictures from certain angles, or like I don't like to be completely faced sideways. I have like a good side, and that's just how I've been ever since I've had this such a strong focus on my nose, because it's literally the center of your face and it shapes your entire side profile. And it's been my biggest insecurity. But then you see people like online pointing out like big noses in men, and they're like, the sexiest thing a man can do is just have a big nose. And I'm like, okay, but you're not saying that about a woman, because then you see a woman literally with a big nose, and then people are picking her apart, being like, she needs rhinoplasty immediately. Like,
really?
Plastic surgeon. I see
big noses on women. I'm like, that's hot.
But I just think it's like a double standard.
It's 100%.
Like, people
100% it's a double standard.
Yeah.
Like 100% they like literally are so horrible to women that have any sort of different feature. Yeah, different noses. And men, they're like so hot. Like, you know what I mean?
It's like such a double standard.
It's such a double standard. To me, I find the noses so beautiful, so unique.
So unique. People see something different and they're like not used to it, and they're like, oh, like that's an odd shaped nose. And I always just think that people are thinking that about me, just because whenever I see my side profile, like catches me off guard, because I'm like, whoa, like you're perceiving me in that way. Like,
mind you, I never even notice your nose. Like, I literally don't even notice it. Like, ever.
And like, I'm also just like, the right people will love that about you. Like, they will never think your nose is like oddly shaped and not fitting for your face, because I have also never thought that about anyone else, you know. But it's just something that's like internal, and you have to like fully I have to switch the like my neural pathways whenever I get into that spiral, because I'm like, okay, maybe I don't like seeing myself from that angle, but I'm sure someone else will, and I'm sure it's not a big deal to other people. And some people will compliment it. Like, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I don't know, it's something that you definitely have to like learn to accept or change if you want to change.
I
which
feel
I've
like
gone
you've
back
been saying,
and forth
like,
with.
Yeah, I know. We've both been going back and forth with plastic surgery for so long. I mean, my main reason is because, like, y'all know how expensive plastic surgery is. But I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't really care for it right now. Like, I'm doing good.
Talking about it constantly and like putting these negative self-talk, like,
what is it gonna do? You're not anything. Like about to like snatch your nose off. I can't snatch my tits off. Like, what are we gonna do?
You know what? I am literally the version of like all my ancestors. Like, this is my ancestors' nose. That's kind of beautiful.
You're giving princesa.
And I'm like, you know what? If they all had this nose, and if I'm the only one left standing with this nose in my family line, because you know what? It's fine.
Literally.
I also just think, like, if you think of like yourself in a crowded room or something, that there's like something that would be like noticeable. You know what I mean? Like, someone could pick you out in a crowded room. And not to say that like people who all look the same, or like there's nothing special about them. I love to think of myself in that way, where it's like I have traits that people could point out or recognize as me. They're like, that's solely
cool.
Cailyn. Like, yeah, I have a nose that turns down, but I'm sure if you saw me from the side, you're like, that's for sure her. Like, I know her from that nose.
I would say, oh, that's her curly hair.
I was about to say, you could probably tell me from the back of my head as well. That's just like my hair. But I think that it's like cute, it's special. Like, that's another thing that, like, yeah, you grow up with like hating or learning to love. It was like the whole hair journey and the curls, and thinking that like you're messy looking for having big curly hair and everyone's like, oh, she just woke up, she didn't even style her hair, like she didn't even try today.
Trust me, girl, I know.
Like,
I spent my whole life, now the slick back bun is a trend, but back in middle school, when having your slick back was like gross, it wasn't clean, girl.
Yeah.
But it was the only way to hold my big like Dominican thick hair down. I got so much hate for that. I know. I felt so like ugly and dirty because of it, because they were like,
all the time.
Things
like
change,
what is hot in one season of life suddenly becomes like the internet's picking it apart the next week. So that's why I'm girl. Like, you really cannot take anything to even trends and like styles and stuff where people pick that apart one week and then the next week it's like the hottest new thing. Like, just
be unique and do what's right for you. A short break to talk about book club. Our February read is Conversations on Love by Natasha Lunn. Make sure to follow Full-Time Daughter on Fable to log your reads, interact with us, the club, and discuss chapters.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, where we meet for a book club after every 3 reads. All info is over on our Instagram, links below in the description. And now back to the episode.
Not to like dwell on this so much, but like with relationships, friendships, my capabilities, like I feel like sometimes I'm not enough. Whether that's like I'm not feminine enough, I'm not
I was just about to bring this up.
I just had like different perceptions, right, of like being a woman. And I also think that's like my body isn't like womanly. Like I'm not giving like body. I think it's just the standards that are in this world, and then we just have them in the back of our head always. Like if I don't look a certain way, if I don't know how to do something a certain way,
well,
then it's like
I feel that way about like just being inexperienced, or just thinking I'm not good enough for someone to want to wait for me.
Oh, like inexperienced in like relationships?
In relationships.
Okay. Same
like,
girl.
Being with someone else. And I'm like, they're just not going to want to wait. Like, they're going to get so bored of me. You have to go through experiences in order to learn. Like, you're not expected to just like know how to do everything. If I respond in this way, it's because I don't know any better.
You know what, I will admit something as well, since you were so vulnerable right there.
It's so vulnerable.
I genuinely need someone that is patient with me and like is okay with that.
No, 100%.
I think it's such a red flag when you're not patient with someone, because then I'm like, okay, then you don't actually like me, bye, whatever. But I think I need someone who's patient, because like I said earlier in this episode, I've had such bad experiences with guys and the way that they have treated me or spoken of me or to me, that I just genuinely have like the worst trust issues ever. Like, it's just so bad. So I just feel like every situation that like where a man approaches me, I'm always like,
there's like a lot of distrust there,
and I'm always like alert. I'm always like, ooh, okay, like he has bad intentions. Like first thing I think is like he might have bad intentions. And I'm always like trying to like investigate. Like I know he's talking to other people. I know like it's trust issues for sure. But it's also like a way that I'm like protecting myself.
For sure.
And then also I'm thinking about like not to compare myself, because a lot of the guys our age do have exes and like whatever. They have like a whole roster where they whatever, dude. Like what can I do? I do not have that. I don't have exes. The roster is current. Well,
the roster is currently.
Let's not talk about the roster.
That's not this episode.
Whenever I approach, or someone approaches me with the intentions of like going out being or dating, or I think about being in a relationship, I'm like, I cannot do this if it's not with someone that's like patient. I know it's okay to be like physically attracted to someone and just be like wanting to
that connection. I'm
so like I'm standoffish to it, because I just believe in like building some sort of like personal connection first, then like a physical. And I think that so many people are like very much like physical first, and like very like lustful and stuff. And not saying that like I don't experience that, but like whatever, but I am just so like, again, like I am like, it's okay to say traumatized. Like I don't know why I feel like that sounds like a bad word, but I'm like so traumatized
you are
from
affected by
my past and like what guys would say about me and treat me, and like it was so disgusting, and I always felt disgusting because of it. And so I just feel like if a guy brings up my body or like wanting to be like physical or whatever, like right from the jump, I get immediately like grossed out. I want to exit stage right now.
I experience more of the insecurity in a sense of like, since I've never been shown like a true genuine love. I've never been like approached with
like
intention. Desired or approached with this intention that I am like so aware now that I'm like, it takes me more time to trust and open up to someone knowing that I'm putting my full trust in you, you know?
I'm like literally the
like
where I have the opposite thing. Well, yeah, it takes me such a long time too, but I feel like I'm the opposite where I'm like approached, but not because someone ever wants to get to know me. Yeah. And that makes me like, it hurts me so badly. Like it's just like a
physical inclination.
Yes. And then that makes me just feel like an object. I'm like, ew, that's why I'm
I don't like that either.
Why do you think I'm single? Like it's just like, it's so disgusting and it's so tiring. And it's like, imagine if I spoke to you like that.
Yeah. This is so multifaceted. Like there's so many ways that you can take this, but obviously it has to do with like how we're interpreting our own situations and like our experiences.
Of course.
And being approached and not being approached, like that sort of thing is going to play in like how you view yourself. But it's so interesting that like it could change from one day to the next.
I genuinely think that like a man that respects you and like wants you, even if he wants you physically, and like, you know, he does, because, you know, it's a man, but even though he wants that, I feel like he'll always like he'll approach you so respectfully, and he's like playing the cards right. You know what I mean? Like he's not about to like say the wrong thing.
To this shit. Okay?
There's layers. And I just feel like your man isn't gonna DM you being like, you're so fine, like you're so fine, like ew. He's gonna be like awkward, being like, hey, love that shirt, you listen to this band, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be something like that. I don't know, I just feel like
we just love the nerds.
Just
please give us a sweet man. That's just like,
I just want like a baddie who's actually a nerd, you know what I mean?
Like on the outside they look like
Clark Kent, like everyone thinks he's a loser. He takes those glasses off, he's Superman, bro.
Suddenly, like, do you know what I think also plays a role in this? I think what, like, a lot of the times that we think something or like it like causes insecurity is when you're surrounded by people who don't inspire you. Or even if
this is interesting.
This can go for anything. Like this can go for relationships or friendships.
Okay.
But like I think it can cause or bring up insecurity in you if like you're constantly being around someone who just like isn't inspiring you. You're in a relationship with someone who's like bringing nothing good out in you. It's always appreciated when someone sees something in you that you don't quite see in yourself yet. And I think it's very validating for someone to be like, you know what, I see that in you, I see that you're trying, like they give you the confidence. And I'm not saying that that's someone else's job, because that is so internal, like you have to do that for yourself and feel good about yourself. But if you're constantly around people who just like never bring out this like good feeling about yourself, or who try to bring out like they notice those parts of yourself that are beautiful and like bright and sunny and all these stuff, it's like it's kind of hard to do for yourself.
Okay, not to get into a full story right now, but I just wanted to say that it's so true. Like, depending on who you hang out with, it can do a lot to you. It can bring out insecurities. It can bring out more confidence. And I feel like I experienced that in my former friendships. I was like, a lot of insecurities would come up, and a lot of like, I was so unsure of myself. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I was like still growing up and I was so little.
I was also going to say, it could also be your environment and like that part of life that you're in. You're not going to feel the most secure in yourself.
But now I will say that like I've never compared myself to my best friends. I've never like ever. I don't even find like space for that whatsoever. I don't feel insecure around them. I feel confident around them. That's like the sign of a
healthy friendship, you know?
I
like
agree.
Where you're not
I think
like pitting yourself or like comparing yourself to each other, because we just kind of appreciate the differences and like beauty in each other.
And I think that it's okay that like you can like love people and want the best for them, and you're like, it sucks that I feel this way around you, but sometimes it's like, I don't know, I think that some things just don't work out in the end. And it's okay, because other things will come in the future that just like bring out the best in you. And truly, like, I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. No matter what, whether it was painful,
every experience brings out something
happy, like everything brings out something. And I genuinely feel like when it comes to friendships and relationships, I surround myself with people that just always bring out goodness.
Like they speak life into you. You can't have negative energy around you, because it's
you cannot
your mental
and that affects
well-being.
everything though. Your body image, the way that you view yourself, it has a lot to do with the environment and the people that you surround yourself with, and like not just that, but like the content that you surround yourself with, what you're allowing to come into your space, I feel like can affect you a lot
on the outside.
Like my advice is, because I'm sort of in my like self-care journey, like that's what I want to like get into, that's my goal, like, and again, like it's okay to have baby steps. It's like I'm not, what's that thing that's like Rome was not built in a day?
Yeah, that's a great tip starting off immediately. Like, don't have expectations, like giant expectations of like, even if
that it's gonna happen overnight.
It's not gonna happen overnight.
It's not. It's something, it's a process, and it's also like a learning like process. I feel like I learn like what I like, how this works. I'm kind of like taking it step by step, day by day. And another tip I would give you is like, if you are on social media, I think you should follow people that motivate you or have like a lifestyle that really inspires you. Like, I'm not saying to compare yourself or anything like that, but to follow people that you're like, hey, that's so cool, they're doing what I want to do.
It's more so like a sources of inspiration, like have a goal that you're working towards. 100%. Because I think if you have a goal that you're working towards, you're less focused about how you're looking or how you're appearing. You're just focused on like achieving this one goal and like bringing it into fruition, like finishing it to its completion. If
you made vision boards at the beginning of the year like we did, something that I did recently was I revisited my vision board and I wrote down the things that I have achieved versus what I haven't, and it's mostly what I haven't. And it's something that I'm like, oh, this is a reminder that I have to like get back onto this, because this is what I put in my vision board and I'm gonna make this happen. So how can I make it happen? And that was really nice for me, because I was like, this is what I went into the new year wanting for myself. And it's also like a reminder, because we often forget, life gets in the way, work gets in the way, drama gets in the way, whatever it may be. And I'm like, wait, don't forget to prioritize yourself, your self-care, like your well-being. Lock in because you matter. I feel like when you feel your best and you know that you're taking care of yourself, that's when you're going to start seeing your confidence. Whether like, you do not have to be in the cutest outfit, you do not have to be looking stunning, but if you know that, like, I don't know, you like, it's just like this internal, like, I think it's your energy. It's your energy. It's like you know have confidence in yourself and what you did. And it's like starts like reflecting, and like other people can see that as well. So I just say, like, take care of yourself, prioritize yourself.
Trust other people can tell.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm telling, like,
when you're up, when you're up and you're happy and you're like living life, people can tell. People can tell.
Do affirmations. Like, if you have to wake up every morning and like physically look in the mirror and say something silly, it might sound silly, like, for a little bit, like, to look in the mirror and be like, today's gonna be a great day. I look beautiful today. I love affirmations. I feel confident today. Like, you have to tell yourself
my body is tea.
Your body is tea. Affirm it to yourself, because you need to start programming your mind to thinking these things. Like, your mind is trainable.
Yes, it's the same thing as like when you give yourself negative back talk, you believe that's all
you focus on.
You literally believe that negativity. It's the same when you say the affirmations and you surround yourself with positivity. As like cheesy as it sounds, it's so real. And again, the only person that has to believe it is you. So long as you are happy and you are confident and you're doing what makes you, like, so be it.
Truly nothing else matters.
So be it. Like,
besides the view that you have of yourself.
Exactly. And I feel like it's so funny because it's easier said than done. Like, trust. Like, I'm constantly working through my issues and things, like, it comes in waves. But I think for the most part, I'm really like okay with who I am, like, genuinely in this moment. And I don't know, thank
that's
you.
So cute.
Thanks.
It's like we have confidence in the people that we are.
100%. And I feel like we're always just like growing and learning, and there's so much to already be so worried about that I'm not going to focus so much on like these little things that I'm like, it doesn't affect anyone but me, right? So don't worry about what other people are saying. Do you and just know, like, I don't know, I just feel like we're all people. Everyone feels insecurity. Everyone has moments where their confidence, like,
other people's moments of weakness as well, like, are a direct reflection of something that they're going through. It has nothing to do with the person that you are.
Remember, a lot of the time people are projecting their own insecurities and their own fears onto you. So again, don't listen to other people. Like, literally shut them out when it comes to that.
Let it fall to the wayside. Like, it's not important.
And just, I don't know, I hope that you love yourself always and that you take care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's so important to prioritize yourself and to take care of
it really
oneself.
Is. And surround yourself too with people that bring good life out of you.
Goodness and positivity, and that don't make you feel bad. That's like very important. And I hope that that's what you get out of this little episode and this community, because one thing about us is we're never going to spread like negativity about individuals like that. You know what I mean? Like, this is such a safe space, and I don't know. I hope that you guys felt
heard and seen. Or if you've ever experienced like an insecurity that you can relate to from what we've spoken about, you're like, damn, we all go through that. I thought that was like literally just me or something that I
just know like everyone goes through it. Literally, even the prettiest celebrities ever have their own insecurities. Like, we're all just people. We're all the same at the end of the day.
There's so much to say about it.
So much to say about it. But that was it for today. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you want to keep up with us, please be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Fulltime Daughter Pod. All the links can be found down below. And don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching our podcast, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're available on Spotify, Apple, Amazon. Yeah.
Everywhere you find podcasts, we're there. Also, be sure to follow, rate, and review the podcast. Share it with a friend. Share it on your Instagram stories. Let us know when you're listening, because it really helps the podcast. And we just like talking to you guys. Yeah, also, the comment feature on Spotify, if you're listening on Spotify, please engage with us, because we love like knowing that you've listened, and we could just start up a conversation in the comments.
Let us know what you thought of the episode, okay? And lastly, since February is about to wrap up, let's get our reading goals done, guys.
Like, did you read your book?
Our book club is meeting soon, and make sure that you go read Conversations on Love. It's super cutie, and it's a perfect book for February. So if you're still looking for a book, you still have time, go check us out on Fable. The link is below. We'll see you next week, because
it's a full-time job at this point.
Bye everyone. I love us.
Trying to make it's not a full-time job at this point happen. It's never gonna happen.
I love that.